Okay, it says there's somebody. Hey, Jesse. Somehow I knew it was going to be you. How are you doing? I've been meaning to text you, and I still have your cookies sitting here somewhere. Where I'm okay. I'm a little tired. A lot of work going on, and trying to catch up on everything. I finally filmed my. Hey, Arlene. I finally filmed my Winter Fab Fit Fun. Because that's not months behind now. Interestingly, I could go in and customize. So I was like, did I? I'm like, I know I canceled. Hi, Michelle. Happy New Year, everyone. Hi, Ellen. Okay, I'm not the last person. Interestingly, they let me customize, which I thought was weird. So I'm hoping I don't get charged for anything because I know I canceled. I'm just thinking maybe it was because I haven't billed yet. Uh, Hi, Michelle. Yeah, it was bizarre. I don't know why I went. I think I was going in just to see. And I was like, why am I allowed to customize? So I don't know. We will see. We will see. Did everybody have a good holiday? Well, let's see. Did I see you after Christmas? I don't know. Oh, I still have a couple. I have like one more birthday thing that came in. And because I had to use up the $10 credit that I got from the body shop before or the end of January. So I think that was the only thing. Yeah. So now I can get rid of that box. And that was just, I used it on one product. I got the tea tree skin clarifying mattifying toner. Or so. Let's see how it smells. Ooh, definitely smells like tea tree. Hey, Stace. Thanks for coming. And then I did do one more order from Soon and got a whole bunch of eye masks and lip masks. Like literally just like 12 boxes of eye masks and lip masks to use in giveaways and friend mail and all that kind of stuff because I could get it 85% off. And I do like them. Did everybody see that Kinder Beauty went out of business? I was really surprised by that too, Jesse, that Soon didn't sell out completely earlier. Their foot masks went really fast. I think that's what most people knew them for was the foot masks. But I had used their other masks and I was like, I'm picking those up too. It is a shame. Yeah, Arlene, I want to say, I saw Subscription Sisters mentioned it the other day, but I had actually, it was one that I was looking at getting, and so I was on their website earlier and they had said something on there about it, but it was sad to see. That was definitely one I wanted to check out because of them having the clean beauty. Oh, another one and down. I feel like we see so many. They did. They went out in the right way. Soon went out in the right way. I mean, I ordered when they were 85% off, ordered a ton, got it within a week. Kinder did it the right way. They announced it on their site. They were not taking any more subscriptions. You could still buy their inventory of what was left. I saw Jassy just put up the last Travails box. I have to watch that still. Oh, but they went out the right way, announcing it up front. But I just feel like we're seeing so many boxes leaving. I don't know if it's because it's beginning of the year or if we are just seeing. I will say, like, when I go look at boxes, I'm like, I don't know how intrigued I am. Hi, Maritza. Hi, Samlin. How are all of you this evening? Yeah, I have a collab coming up in March, and I'm like, what box do I want? I have a couple of ideas running around, but I haven't settled on one. It is hard to find a unique box and one that's at an affordable price. Nice. That's what's so difficult, is that you kind of need both. You need unique and you need, like, nothing's just filling the niche right now for me. I really did want something else other than FabFitFun, but boy, trying to find a lifestyle box is difficult. Really difficult. Hi, Michelle. It was good. How was yours? But I'm also finding with the lifestyle boxes, I'm like, hey, even when FabFitFun let me go in, so I liked FabFitFun, Stace. There was some stuff they did recently that I wasn't too keen on. I was with them for about 3 years, though. Oh, and I enjoyed them. I will say the last couple of boxes I haven't been as excited by. Hey, oh, the puppy. Yeah, I was kind of glad I had canceled my subscription because I just wasn't thrilled about anything. And when I went on, and I just unboxed my winter one. My winter one like sat in my hallway forever. And when I unboxed it, I realized like it was like all skincare and hair care. And I was like, that's not a lifestyle box, that's a beauty box. And I kind of felt the same way. Hi, Trace. Is it Trace and Noni? Hey, thank you so much for coming. So, yeah, I wasn't thrilled with FabFitFun. I wasn't thrilled with, they kind of inserted themselves into politics. And it was kind of like the straw that broke my back on canceling. So. It's Tracy. Thank you, Jesse. Aw, that's so cute. I love Noni. Are you? It sounds Italian, like something somebody would call an Italian grandmother. Is that correct? Yeah. See, that was the opposite for me, Steve. I wasn't getting a lot, and then when COVID hit, I started getting like all kinds. Aw. So I'm like now not getting as many, partly financial reasons. They're really expensive. But partly is I have so much stuff. Like you can see the mess behind me. This was just from unboxing and filming stuff the other day that I still need to try and find a place for. And I'm like, I just can't bring in any more stuff. Yeah, I that was it. I was like, I have so much stuff. Now I will say, when we went on vacation this summer, I told the kids, I was like, I should do like a FabFitFun does my vacation. It has gotten really skincare and makeup heavy. And yes, I think geared towards a younger generation. Like my daughter or my 12-year-old was like, "Hey Sylvia, uh, she has been picking out items and categories because I'm like, there's nothing in here I would like." I even found that when I just kind of did a fake one for the spring since they were letting me do it. And I was like, half of these I'm choosing for Emily and not for myself. Oh, hi, Midnight. Say hi to everybody. Bye, Midnight. Oh, okay. Hi. You can only use so much skincare in beauty. Like, I think I have moisturizers for the next 2 years right now. I just really can't. Now, did that stop me from buying the Ipsy Icon box? No. Oh, but at least there, I know what I'm, you know, it's supposed to be a skincare. FabFitFun is labeled as a lifestyle subscription, and that's what I expected it. I expect it to be. Okay, by midnight. No, you're not going down yet. Okay. Whacked by the cattail. He's going, it's treat time. I feel like everything's getting geared towards the younger generation. I know. You're so good at the clearance stuff. And I will say, hey, Michelle, that was like a, I wanted to look at the add-ons. I will say there was nothing in the add-ons that I saw that I was like, I need to get. Even the Elemis. I was like, I have plenty right now. Now I will say, and maybe this is cheating on my why I'm not one of my reasons why I'm not subscribing there anymore is Jesse let me know that FabFitFun has that shop, not just the add-on shop, but like you can shop anytime. Apparently, anyone can shop. They had items from Sukin. Sorry, I'll finish my thought on the shop and then go back. Hi, Maury. He But apparently, like the one thing I was gonna really miss was my refill of the Christoph Robin sea salt scrub because I love that. So, oh, and and that was the one thing I was gonna miss. But apparently, I can sign up in the shop and still get it for like 17 or $19, and it's normally like almost 50. And I would get it would come like every 3 months. So I might sign up for that. And I didn't this time because I have a backup. I might have two right now. So I'm not gonna sign up for that until I need it. Yeah, it sounds so much better to just do that, and then, I'm only going to get what I really want. I'm not gonna, be buying all kinds of other stuff just because, as, so, oh, if I don't have access to the add-on sales and the edit sales, then I won't be spending all that money. So, by quitting FabFitFun, I'm saving probably easily $500-600 a year. Or if I put on and that refill of the, Christoph Robin, it's gonna be like $80 a year maybe. So, still a net gain for me. Yep, bye. But it's the same thing with Ipsy when I see their sales, I'm like, "Ooh, I need to get some." Then, but I even there, I'm starting to get better. You will see a Mega Drop Shop haul coming up. Hi, Itzel. Oh, and I did have a couple of items in the Mega Drop Shop. So, although one of them I need to get in touch with Ipsy about because it was broken. And so, yeah. But for now, I'm still getting Ipsy. I think Emily's expires her subscription expires in June, and I'm probably going to switch to either Allure or Macy's. I don't know, for some reason, Macy's has been intriguing me. So I might go to Macy's, even though I know a lot of people like Allure. Again, it's Allure's prices have gone up, and I just don't need all of it. At least with the Macy's one, they usually have a coupon in there, and I shop at Macy's anyways. So that would be good. Ooh, I have to go look at the, February spoiler on Instagram. Was it good, Jesse? But even with the lifestyle ones, I was like, "Okay." I, am trying to declutter my house, not add more clutter to it. I went to through my kitchen, and I am in no which way a starting to become a minimalist. Ooh, if there's Elvis, I'm signing up. I am no way trying to be a minimalist, but my kids are really, really bad about emptying the dishwasher or just letting the sink pile up and pile up. So I was watching some decluttering videos, not just makeup, but overall decluttering thing. And one of them was is to only have enough plates for each individual. Oh, so I went through. Now I had, decent Corel plates, and I had dinner plates, lunch plates, and bowls. So I kept 4 of each of them. I think I have a set of 6 so that I have exactly like 4 plates. You would not believe the number of bowls that I took out. Uh, Plates weren't too bad. I had a lot of extra, like, plates from when the kids were little, well, that were in there, but plates I didn't have a ton of extras, but the bowls from subscription boxes, it was insane how many bowl sets I had from subscription boxes. There were at least 3 or 4 sets of bowls, and I'm like, that is insane. That's great. I love it. I will say I think I found something in my cupboard from like 2009 when Andrew was born, and we moved into the house in 2008. So, oh yeah, there's been some stuff. I'm like, why do I have this? Yeah, I. That's the other cups. The amount of coffee cups or teacups that I had was crazy. In water bottles. Well, I had, tumblers like this, the swell water bottles like FabFitFun has in customization too. I'm like, I don't need that. I have one of those. I have like 3 of those. Yeah, I have enough tumblers, or like the wine tumblers, for my entire family, and only 2 of us are of legal drinking age. Granted, I know you can put other stuff in there, but so many water bottles, so many a mugs. I got rid of like a dozen mugs, and most of them were from subscription boxes. Because I still have to make my kids and my husband go through all of our water bottles because they need to get trimmed down too. Like, I can't fit any more in my cupboards. I can't fit in everything right now. So I'm really trying to go through and get rid of stuff because I can't take the clutter anymore. This room is probably one of the worst because that's where I unbox everything. And so it just, I feel like I'm constantly going through here and trying to get rid of stuff or organize it. But yeah. And so when the lifestyle boxes, like, that's all I keep seeing, are mugs and glasses and water bottles, like, and bowls. Like, enough. I don't need any more. Blankets. I know people say you can't have too many blankets. I might. I probably have about 4 blankets per person, and there's only 4 of us. So I really think we have enough blankets. Oh, some of you are going to get some ads in about a minute here. Yes, blankets. I love a good blanket, but I have plenty now. I don't need any more. I need a subscription box where I can like really pick out just what I want. Like, not FabFitFun where it's like, here, customize in this category. I need to be like, no, I need these 6 like, of these 50 items, these are the 6 I need. And I know Goldie Boxes tried that, but even then I'm like, I don't need that. Like, I can't find and 5 or 6 things that I want or need. And so I don't know. But then I am like, okay, well, who am I if I'm not an unboxing channel? That's the real question. What do I become if I'm not an unboxing channel? Well, I've thought about doing a second channel, but do I really need to, or do I just start turning this one in that direction? Wow. $4. That's really good. Your ad was Expedia. Where did they want you to go? Was it somewhere fun? I wonder if they're doing Expedia ads because I'm on the Expedia uh, um, channel all the time because of work. Like, what I do is create activity plans for people with dementia, and we've had to do them through Zoom. So, well, a lot of them are YouTube videos, and we do a lot of reminiscing about trips and everything. So I'm on Expedia's a lot. They have some really nice videos on there. Okay, that sounds good. I'm actually worried too about, I know you guys love seeing Emily. Hey, hi Dawn on here, but I'm a little reluctant right now to bring Emily on because she's usually on for the Walmart beauty box and the Ipsy a box. With everything going on with like the Sephora Kids and everything, I'm like, hey, are people going to judge me as a bad mom? I don't, you know, Emily loves Sephora. If Emily ever treated Sephora like these 10 and 12-year-olds do, she'd be on her hands and knees. Is so Ellen, and what is happening is that these like tween and teen, and I would say early teen more than later teens, are like obsessed with Sephora, particularly some of the brands: Drunk Elephant, Glow Recipe, Rare Beauty. Apparently now it's Charlotte Tilbury. I don't know. Oh, but they go in there in like packs and they make a mess of the displays, especially the Drunk Elephant one, because they do what it is called like a smoothie. They'll like pump up the moisturizer or, and then add like bronzing drops and serums and all this other stuff. And it's just a complete mess. Like if you walk into a Sephora, it's like overrun with kids. It is crazy ridiculous. And they're in there wanting Drunk Elephant, Glow Recipe, Rare Beauty, Oh, Emily wants that stuff too, and I'm like, girl, you have champagne taste on a tap water budget. Like, where do you think you're getting that stuff? Granted, she got some for Christmas. Emily is like not at all. She's like, that is insane. And I told her though that she does like to go to the mall with her friends. I said, you're not to go in Sephora with them anymore. Or just because is I don't want her subjected to that. I know in my heart of hearts that she would not do that. And if she did, she knows she'd be on her hands and knees cleaning it and paying for everything she destroyed because I would have none of it. They're also like rude. They're rude to the employees there. They're rude to other customers. And it is insanity. And it's mainly at Sephora. I don't know why they do it. I don't know where the entitlement comes from. Now, I will admit, Emily got Drunk Elephant, Glow Recipe, and Laneige. It exactly, Jesse. They're getting the ideas from influencers. They're watching TikTok, they're watching YouTube, and it's not just the influencers who are 20 and 30 years old. There are 10 and 12-year-old kids on TikTok and YouTube that are doing these like complex skin routines. And they have like the entire collection of Drunk Elephant or Glow Recipe. And so these kids think, well, I want that too, or I need that too. Oh, And what they don't understand is that some of this is not for them. Like Jen Love did a fantastic video on, yes, purchasing them is completely different. And although I will say, hey, no 12-year-old needs retinol, no 12-year-old needs AHAs and BHAs. However, now I say that there are some circumstances where they do. So if that you can have bad acne at those ages, and sometimes that's what you need them for. But pretty much anything that that says like anti-aging, no 12-year-old needs that. Yes, parents do not say no. And she is not here to be totally embarrassed by me. When we were Christmas shopping one day, I was with Emily and we were in Kohl's, and she wanted to get something she was looking around the Sephora in there, and she wanted to get something, and I was like, no. And she was mad at me. Like, she had a massive tantrum, and I was like, well, no, absolutely not. I was like, no. I'm like, Christmas is in like 2 weeks. It's like, if you don't have the I'm like, you can use your money if you have it. And I said, and even then, make a good decision on how you're spending your money. She finally calmed down. Yeah. She asked for pimple patches. Now, Emily, I will say, likes the cleansers, which fine. Cleansers, sunscreen, moisturizers, if they do have acne, something to help acne. And I was watching somebody else the other day though, and they were talking about like these kids not needing um makeup. And I took a little exception to that for a couple of reasons. And one, and Emily does dance. She has to have stage makeup for performances. And Wet and Wild, and things like that, they are not cutting it for or the stage. Age she needs, she needs highlighter they're going to see from the back. Same thing with cheerleaders. If they have performances, they're supposed to be made up. So, there are certain things that girls do in particular. Although Emily has a couple of males at her dance company, and they will often put on some because they don't want to be washed out on a stage. I mean, any actor you see on stage age has makeup on. So, she does get that. And quite frankly, at 12, I was wearing makeup. People are like, "Oh my gosh, I was playing with my Barbies." I'm like, were you real? Were you really playing with your Barbies at 12? Because 12 is like 7th grade. Yeah, Morgan. Hi, Morgan. Your nieces have to wear it for cheer. Emily has to wear it for dance performances. If she's on stage, like in a big theater, she has to wear pretty heavy makeup too. Oh, like, overdone. Yeah, I wore makeup at 12. No, it was mainly like eyeliner or lip gloss. And I will say, that's what Emily, she wears mascara and lip gloss to school. I don't think it's bad at all. Every once in a while, all of a sudden she's into doing like the inner corner highlight. I'm like, what are you doing? But I think, I do think them needing to understand better what they're putting on their face. And honestly, when this came out, now Emily is 12 and a half. Some of her friends are starting to turn 13. She was at a sleepover and they actually were like looking at their skincare products that they had brought with them because they all do this elaborate skin, but they were looking at them and saying like, wait a minute, should we be using this? So it did bring some awareness to some of them. I was actually really proud. I will say, I made her after I watched Jen Loves, I made Emily sit down and watch it and, and learn a little bit more about, you know, what she was putting on her face, what is good for her, because they could damage their face. Yeah, it's this like new phenomenon, Michelle. Started like before Christmas, and then I don't know if it's peaked yet, but definitely after Christmas, as there was a lot. And I know that it was going on and not just on a social media thing, but I had a colleague of mine who was like, "What is with all the little girls in Sephora?" Like not even knowing that I do this or anything else. She was like, "Oh my God, what is with all the little kids in Sephora?" She was like, "It was crazy." So I want to know who's taking them there all the time. Oh my gosh. You know, uh, Emlyn and Emily's only like that when she is dancing. In fact, Andrew, my son, if you are new, oh, who is 14, almost 15. And he makes fun of her. He makes fun of her when she has that full face of makeup on. He's like, "What the heck is wrong?" Oh, but it part of it is, yeah, somebody has to be giving them the money, and that's why I'm thinking after Christmas, okay, they probably got gift cards and stuff from grandparents and parents, and and providing the transportation, and then apparently just like leaving them there, like, hey, okay, go to Sephora. I'm gonna go, have a Jamba Juice or something while you destroy the place. He's it's absolutely insane. So from a mom's perspective, I'm like, A, do I put Emily on here? Because I don't want people being like, "Oh my God, you're so bad." And B, I don't want her to feel uh like the other day something was going around saying that anybody under the age of 14 could not go to Sephora. Now I debunked it pretty quickly, Emily and all of her friends. And we're like, "Oh my God, that we can't go to Sephora anymore." And I'm like, because it was like, even with the parent they were saying, I'm like, there's no way they can tell who's 14. I mean, there's no way to ask for ID from a 14-year-old or a 12-year-old. And if they are with their parent, yeah, they go in and essentially destroy items. And apparently, it's not just the testers they're destroying, they're leaving a mess with the testers, but they're also going in and like digging into boxes in using stuff and then putting it back. Like they really are out of control. You didn't start wearing makeup till you were in your 20s. I was young, especially like I said, I mainly started with like eyeliner and a little lip gloss. As My other favorite thing is people saying like, "Oh, I never went to Sephora until I was like 16." I'm thinking, I don't think I went to Sephora until I was 30. Part of it is Sephora didn't exist when I was 12. Oh, so this, whole notion of, "Oh, I didn't do that at their age." Well, Sephora wasn't there at that age. So it's hard to say. You've never been into one. I don't think I stepped foot into one until I was like 30, and I went in to essentially have like a consultation for bridal makeup. Now I was wearing makeup at that point. I just wasn't, it was mainly what I got at the drugstore. Yeah, there wasn't anything such as Ulta or Sephora when I was younger, and quite frankly, the mall was is a half hour in either direction. I grew up in kind of like a little farm town, and there was nowhere to get any of this. We didn't hang out at the mall because the mall was too far away for any of us. Now it's like 10, 15 minutes, and they do want to go out. And now I will say, when the last time my daughter went with a group of her friends, they all walked out of Sephora with like one of the Summer Fridays lip glosses. They all decided to buy that. Now, can they buy lip gloss for cheaper? Yes. As they each had their own money. I think this was after Christmas, and so they all had a little bit of they had a little bit of money from that, and so I think, it was like 6 out of 8 of them all bought a Summer Fridays lipstick gloss. You never been into the mall? My mom was always a shopper. She actually worked for, oh, right, there's a responsible way, hey, to go in and shop. And 90% of the time when Emily's in there, it's with me and only me. It's just her and I. Hey, and I will say, I think it was my birthday, hey, which is right after Christmas. We had gone to the mall, and only one of our malls has a Sephora. And she wanted to go in there, and I was like, fine, and we'll go in there. It's not why I went there, but the place was packed. And now that I think back on it, there were a ton of kids. There were a lot of adults, though, too. But it was like, I didn't even want to be in there with how crowded it was. And Emily got separated from me because I was looking at one thing. Since I was in there, I wanted to look for foundation, and she wanted to look at like blushes or Rare Beauty blushes or something. Now, I will say she will take a tester out and she'll put it on her hand and put the tester back in, which is what you do. Oh, does she test more than she would probably ever get? Yeah. But she kept saying, she's like an employee kind of kept following her. And I was like, and now I know why. Meanwhile, I'm like, she's probably the least of your worries of all of these kids and people here. Or like the idea of like making that like a mess like that, or stealing, it just never would occur to her. At least I hope so. Oh, she's more respectful from that, and she knows she would be in a world of trouble with me if she did that. But I do think these kids that are doing it are ruining it for everybody else. Are ruining it for the kids who are responsible. Yeah, they do it in both, apparently. I kind of feel like it's even harder in Kohl's to regulate it because as it is just open, and it's not like you have to go in through a door or anything. Hey, Gail. Yeah. Well, and that's what they were, people are calling for them to ban these kids, but people are calling for like a wide, like spreading ban on these kids. And I'm like, it's just not uh, you know, feasible to do that. Hi, Midnight. What are you doing? Michelle, it's like open to the rest of the store. So think like the jewelry counter, like in Kohl's or something, where it's, there's not one entrance into the Sephora in a Kohl's. It's kind of just sitting in the middle. Yeah, just the ones who are caught. Well, that's it. I think, they they need to start having like mall security at the Sephoras, and they need to start detaining these kids who are doing this and calling their parents. And I guarantee you, once the kids start getting into trouble, once the parents start having to pay for the damage their kids did, then things are going to change real fast. Yes, because the parents aren't going to want to pay for or the products that they've now damaged, the displays they've damaged, the extra cost to clean things. I think some of you guys are going to get an ad again. Yeah, they are. They're so bad, and I don't understand it. It really, there has to be a failure with the parenting somewhere. Or during the parent teacher conferences for Emily and Andrew, oh, one of the things I always ask is, what can we be doing at home to support you as a teacher or in the classroom? And one of the teachers was like, "You're already doing it. You're sending in a respectful child." And I'm like, "Really? That's it? That's all you need?" I'm like, my kids would be in a world of trouble if they ever disrespected a teacher like that. And I cannot even imagine. And the stories I hear from my kids about what's going on in schools, I'm like, how are you all even learning anything? Dang. Oh, Bobby Brown today. Yeah, I think it is why a lot of teachers are leaving it, because they're not getting support from the kids. Are rude and obnoxious and sometimes threatening the teachers. The parents aren't and backing the teachers, and nor is the administration. And I'm like, everybody just gets, it continues to be told that is telling these kids it's okay. And I'm like, my kids hear the my kids speak out of turn with an adult. They get a good talking to, and depending on the severity of it, they get consequences. Right. Well, that's, I'm expecting the teachers to say things, Jesse, like, oh, maybe run some extra math drills, or, make sure they're studying their vocabulary words, or, oh, here's, where you can find extra resources. They're like, yeah, if you could just send in a respectful kid. I'm like, that's the bar. That's the bar now we have to reach for teachers, is just to send in a respectful kid. It isn't that like, yeah, Midnight's like having a fit because he thinks it's treat time. Oh my God. Yes, Midnight wants his treats. He starts crying at me though at about 4 o'clock. They never get them that early. That is insane. I mean, that you, Tracy, that you would have to put up with that. And I think that's it. Teachers are being told, you have to put up with this. And no, that is not what teachers have to put up with. It's no wonder they don't want that we can't get them sometimes to do the jobs that they're supposed to do because they're too busy dealing with all of this other crap. Uh, that has nothing to do with learning and education. And I will say, I do sit there sometimes and I'm like, how are you learning anything? I look at my kids like, how are you learning anything? I will say, now, oh, Andrew's in high school and is in like mostly honors and GT courses. There's not as much that goes on, but I do see where some of the teachers have just like given up. Like, like for his English midterm, it was just like, here, do this little reading comprehension thing. I'm like, really? That's it? I'll brag on him a bit. He aced his midterm in history. That was one of the few, history, algebra 2, and Spanish were the only like true midterms he had to take. Oh my goodness. Yeah, and at 8 you know better. It's not like it's like preschool or something. Yeah, I was so proud of him with the history one because that was one he actually really had to study for. Or it was not like, yeah, you know. He's really enjoying history this year. All right, so, oh, and I'm like, this makes me more proud than, the 100 in English, because in English they didn't really make you do anything. She actually, he made them work, made them study. And I'm like, that's what's going to serve you, oh, as you go on in school and as you get to college, is that back work that you put into it. So, oh, yeah, he's doing really well. Oh, in school this year, or both academically and socially, or at least better socially. Last year was, eighth grade was really, really bad. But he's doing so much better. He's in ninth grade. Exactly. That teaches them the study skills they're going to need in college, because is and nobody's going to be there to hold their hand in college. Yeah. He's in ninth, Emily's in seventh. Andrew's greatly enjoying his year, especially academically. Emily hates a different teacher every day, depending on what happened that day. Which is funny because she wants to be a teacher. Like, well, hey, this is the first year she's ever had problems. I think part of it is that she's in 7th grade. I feel like that is probably the worst year ever. Or for the teachers. I mean, honest to God, middle school teachers need like you know, bonus pay for putting up with the nonsense. Yeah, middle school is so hard for them. They're going through so many changes. They need like hazard pay for putting up with the hormones and the nonsense that middle schoolers go through. Yes, and that's where Emily is. 7th grade, midway through 7th grade. And there are days where I have to be like she'll tell me something and I'm like, what? And I'm like, don't be a mean girl. Well, because sometimes it will sound like her friends, I don't understand her because she hangs with the popular crowd. I was never that. I kind of understand Andrew more, like socially awkward. Heard, but when I hear about the kind of it girls and some of the things they say and do, and I'm like, careful. Oh, there, you're starting. She doesn't usually seem to be the person who is saying it, but the stuff she tells me to be her friends say, I'm like, that wasn't nice. And I'm like, y'all are coming mean girls. Yeah. Thankfully, she still tells me everything. Dang it. Even though sometimes I'm like, I don't need the drama of 7th grade. I got like a 2-hour rundown the other day of like all the silliness going on. And I'm like, you would think in today's day and age when they have cell phones and they all have each other's number and they're texting that they couldn't be pranking each other, but they're still trying to. Oh, and so, oh, she actually went out. Emily and I went to a um, dance showcase last Saturday for all of the county where we live. It's all of the high school dance and companies and junior dance companies. And it ran much later than and we had expected. And so I was supposed to go out to dinner with 2 of my friends and I texted them and said, hey, do you mind if Emily tags along? Because she was having a night of it. She was melting down because I needed to leave because we had reservations for dinner. And she was supposed to go with Bob and Andrew to a hockey game. And she was just falling apart. So I texted, I'm like, hey, she cannot hang with boys tonight. So she came and hung out with the old ladies. And she had us cracking up with some of the stuff she was saying. Just some of the ways that the boys and the girls interact, and especially in middle school when they're like, they don't know really how to interact with each other, but they're starting to like each other and like who likes who and we were howling. The 3 of my 2 friends and I were howling. Like we were in tears laughing at the stories. And then we were like, we're so glad we're not back in 7th grade. But yeah, it's been crazy. So, Oh, I am lucky she still confides in me, and I hope she continues to. Oh, I hope both of them do. Both of them will still come to me and talk to me about different things that are going on. Sometimes it takes them a little while, but usually they'll both come and talk to me, which I am really happy about. There are a lot of things I wish I could do better as a mom, but I do know that they will come confide in me. So that's kind of where I am with the Sephora Kids. In some ways, I'm glad that, there's more light coming to what they should and should not be using at that age, but parents need to step up because they cannot allow their kids to do this. It is not the job, it is not the responsibility of Sephora workers or Ulta workers. It's happening less at Ulta, but some still. It is not their job to police these kids. Hi, Melissa. It is not the Sephora workers' job to police these kids. They don't make enough money. Eh, but I think we need to also, and it always seems to be the influencers who are talking about it now. Oh, oh my gosh, this is horrible. Or I never was I never did this as a kid. Most of them are like in their 20s and don't have any kids. And I'm like, okay, come back and talk to me when you have a 12 or 13-year-old, because it's okay, Dawn. I'm probably going to go in about another 10 or 15 minutes. Have a good evening. Thanks for stopping by. But yeah, in society as a whole, parents need to do better with their kids. Oh, Midnight's back. He's like, I'm going to creep in now because as it is beyond treat time, lady. Nope. But at the same time, I don't think we should be saying like you absolutely should not be wearing makeup or anything like that. If that's what makes somebody comfortable, if that's what they enjoy, then, and as long as they're being responsible about it, they should be allowed to wear makeup or go to Sephora. If they have the money and the means and they're being responsible about it, I don't see the harm in it. Emily's basically going in there and getting lip glosses or, lip balms. Could she get chapstick? Sure. But that's not the it thing. And then there's the whole Stanley craziness. You guys know about that one? Where like adults are like running through Target, punching each other out, trying to get Stanleys. That's the other thing I watch these like 20-year-old influencers like, oh my gosh, what has become of our society? And I'm like, clearly you've never heard of Tickle Me Elmo or Cabbage Patch Doll. We've been knocking out people for the it item for years. I never understood any of those crazes. I never was into any of those. And God knows my parents would have never done that. My sister and I were like the last to get Cabbage Patch Dolls. Yeah. the ones like the new when they bring out like a limited edition one, holy goodness. As you know, and it's not just for their kids that they're going in there. They want them for their collections too. Well, I will say the one that's apparently causing the biggest craze is the 40-ounce size. So they are pretty big. Big. And when you look at some of the other ones that are similar, they're around $30, $40, and so are these. So it's expensive, but the markup online is ridiculous. Like if you look at there'll be a whole new tumbler cup because there was the Hydro Flask and then the Yeti and now oh the a Stanley. In fact, there are some like TikToks and Instagram reels where they have like the cabinet of kind of deceased or never used again and tumblers like telling the Stanley like, yeah, just wait, you'll be in here with us in a year. And you see like the Hydro Flask and the Yeti and all of those. And that's, people are showing like collections where they have like 20 and 30 or more Stanleys. And I'm like, the point is, it's supposed to be a reusable cup. So that, we get rid of the excess and waste, not contribute to it. But yeah, I'm sure there will be another one. And yes, Emily got a Stanley for Christmas too. It sounds like we're super indulgent, but like the I did get her we did get her Drunk Elephant and Glow Recipe and what was the other one? The Laneige. Now the Laneige is a lip balm. I will say the Glow Recipe, it turned out what I had gotten her had AHAs and BHAs in it. And so she and I actually switched. She had actually been wanting the toner with the hyaluronic acid, which is safer for her. Or she had wanted that serum, and I had gotten it in a FabFitFun and had told her I was keeping it. But when we realized the night cream that she had gotten was not safe for her skin, we switched because the serum was much better for her or safer for her than the night cream. So now I have a night cream and she has the serum. Um, I got them all though at like 50% off at Ipsy. And my mom gave them to her. Or that was her gift from her grandma. And then her dad and I got her the Stanley along with a couple of other things. But it was hard to track down. I didn't go punching anybody out. I wasn't about to do that, but the Amazon prices were insane. I mean, I could have gotten it straight from the Stanley site. They just never went on sale. I kept waiting for them to go on sale. And I would have had to pay shipping. So I finally found it at Lowe's Hardware, of all places. And I could order it online and go pick it up. It was awesome. I went there. I ordered it online. They said when it was ready. I went and they were like, it's in locker XYZ. You go in, like show the QR code. Oh, locker opens. You take it out and close it, and off you go. No. Oh, I've never seen the Starbucks ones. Oh, I wanted to go back. You said that Sukin was in Dollar Tree? That is crazy. No. Like the cold sodas are going up to $1.75? Sukin is a great skincare brand. I've tried several of their things. I've gotten them in a couple of different subscription boxes and really liked everything that I've used from them. Um, Man, I used to love getting that was like our treat every time we went to the Dollar Tree. It was as each of us could pick out like one of the sodas as yeah, I think I've had I don't know if it was either the night cream or the day cream a moisturizer, and I really liked it. And I got trying to think what the I think I had a serum from them that was very nice. I have to go look for them. Not that I need them, but uh, wow, I'm really surprised. They were reasonably priced to begin with, but they were still like, $8 to $10. So I'm really shocked to oh hear that they're in Dollar Tree now. Yeah. And the expiration dates were still good? Like reasonable? Because Dollar Tree will be my new spot for moisturizers. Although I don't know if I could give up my LMS. Oh wow. I do need some hand wash. We're running out in the kitchen and the bathrooms. And I didn't pick up any in the semi-annual sale from um uh Bath and Body Works. So maybe I'll have to go see if I can find the hand wash there. All right, that sounds like it would be good. But yeah, $15 and is it the $1.25? I expect they're almost gone. And those, I bet you people were buying them up like crazy and putting them on like Poshmark and Mercari. Yeah, they're selling them for $1.25. People are probably buying those up like in bulk and putting them on Poshmark and Mercari for like $5. Next to, you know, triple their money. You got sneakers for $1.20? I have never seen sneakers at my Dollar Tree. The only thing I've ever seen in like footwear wise is are the flip flops. And I know some people like find t-shirts and stuff. I've never seen t-shirts at my Dollar Tree either. And I'm talking like the $3 trees, depending on where I am that I go to. So there's like our main one, and then if we're at one mall, I'll, I'll there's a different one. That's probably the one I like the least. And then every once in a while, I'll go to the really big one. You got a Disney shirt for $1.25? Dang! I never find that stuff. I never see that kind of stuff in there. Oh, not now. I know. I know. You are the master of bargain hunting. I always think I'm doing good until I see what you get. Yeah, nobody does the bargain hunt better than you. You need to like start your own channel with like and tell us how you find these amazing deals. But yeah, my Dollar Tree never has stuff like that. Yeah, there's the one by the mall. There's the one by, I have one Dollar Tree near the mall that I don't really like. Back, you got to add that time. Yeah. And then there is like a large Dollar Tree, but it's kind of in a not so nice area. So I go there sometimes, especially if there's like something specific I need to find. Although I find the one that's bigger, I find their like skincare and makeup area like the most lacking. Yeah, they're the big one and near me. Hey, Sam, is the one that's usually has like all the different items. We'll say even my regular one, I feel like it's the same items all the time. Next time, and we do the Dollar Tree trade, maybe I'll have to make a trip up to the larger one. Oh, here comes midnight again. All right, guys, I think I'm going to call it a night. Thank you all so much for coming out. Oh, and the next live will be the end of February. See, and I have a whole bunch of stuff to put up. Good night, everyone. Thanks, Jesse.